few months ago committed to Team USA. Just, what's your level of excitement for that opportunity, and why was it the right thing for you to do?
Yeah, I'm stoked. I mean, when Mark gave me that call, it was, it was such a fun call to receive, and enjoyed talking to him and talking to Andy as we get ready for this thing. And Brez and Bales have been amazing with the communication, and same with the medical staff. So it's an honor to get to represent the U.S. and I'm excited for the time that it brings, and see how it goes.
Is that something you thought about at all before it happened? Was that something you thought, oh, that'd be cool?
I mean, yeah, like it's something that I've always wanted to do, especially like even on the amateur side, like they have their whole complex up in Cary, North Carolina for the amateur, and I think the collegiate's there as well. So it's like I've always wanted to be a part of it, so to have this opportunity, it's a true honor.
Last year you told us 2025 was your year of health. What is this year?
So this year I've actually just kind of focused. It's me and my church have been looking at it. It's Matthew 6:33 is just seek His kingdom first and His righteousness first, and so it's mostly just seeking Jesus first and foremost each and every day. And we're in our 21 days of prayer right now, and so I'm just kind of enjoying that, and I think that's where I'm at, and just trying to show the city of Boston why I love them, and the fans each and every day, and I think that's kind of where I'm at right now.
How different is this off season? No rehab, coming off the high of the season, and just when you look back at the totality of it, how much do you appreciate what the year meant?
Yeah, it was a great year, but I think AC summed it up best. It's not how we want it to go. We've still got work to do, and so it's been nice to have a normal off season, be healthy, and just kind of keep going. And the body feels amazing, so excited to keep going.
You were one of the best relievers in baseball last year.
That's kind.
Statistically, you were. What have you been working on this offseason to keep that going in 2026?
I think basically just making sure body's in a great place, making sure all the pitches are sharp and everything. Again, talking with Bales and Devin and Holte and all those guys, just working with them, and again, just making sure that I'm as sharp as I can be entering spring training. And then obviously I get to play a little early competition, so it'll be a lot of fun to really see how everything's are shaping up, and we'll kind of go from there.
A year ago, would you have envisioned the WBC would be possible, considering how
Brother, a year ago I was trying to make sure I still had a spot on the Red Sox. So no, I had no idea this would be possible.
Totally spaced.
Sorry.
Long day.
Aside from being in Boston this weekend, what's the best thing you did this offseason?
Ooh, I guess we're back home in Hoover, Alabama, so moved into our home. That's been a lot of fun, just being dad. That's the coolest part. Just having him around all the time, it's been great, and watching him grow up, and then obviously spending time with my wife and family, it's been amazing. So I would say that's a pretty amazing part about the off season.
It's a pretty full off season.
Yeah, that's being dad, right?
Just to be totally settled into a role now. I mean, it's been a long time coming for you to be healthy and to know your role. How good does that make you feel going through the year?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, again, I want to come into spring training with the mindset of, I still need to win a spot, and, I still need to, win a leverage spot as well. And so, I'm going to come in with that mindset. I'm not going to take anything for granted. That's the thing is I never want to stop working, never want to take anything for granted. And so it's one of those things where, it's nice, but, it's mindset should always be there. You want more.
How did your ramp up before getting to Fort Myers change this year, if at all?
I would say we kind of moved it up like 2 weeks early. That's really it. Normally I probably wouldn't throw a live before I get down there, and now I'm throwing a live next Friday. So, and then I'm being in Fort Myers on the 1st. So it's only really like 2 weeks ahead. So like I said, Andy's been great, and Bales and Brez and the medical staff have been great with communicating about like what's the safest way to ramp up, what's the best way to ramp up, and everything. So just kind of talking with them and everything, and again listening to the body, but everything I've been throwing is feeling amazing. So just kind of going at it like that.
You're the longest tenured player, at least the longest tenured pitcher.
Well, now I feel
staff.
old.
You're the longest tenured pitcher, I think maybe the longest tenured player on the staff. When you look at how far the team has come, in this rebuild since you got here to where you guys are now, and how far you've come in your journey, like, how do you reflect on the last several years?
I think the biggest thing is, I never want to take anything for granted. It's one of those things where it's an honor for AC to be like, hey, you're a vet. I need you to lead these young guys, and so it's an honor to kind of have that, and it's something I don't want to take lightly. I was just in the green room with Early and Tolley and Ubi and Watson, and so it's cool for them to be asking questions, because it's like, man, I remember when I was asking these questions. And so it's an honor, and it's something that hopefully I can try and help a little bit of the wisdom and everything to these young guys. And they're such good people. It's honestly, it's not taking much to lead when you already have good people around you, and I think that's a testament to what Brez is doing here and what AC and Bales and all these other guys. It's easy when there's good people to have a great locker room, and so I'm excied with what we got here.
You just mentioned Watson. You were a Rule 5 draft pick once too. What have you kind of told him as far as kind of what he can expect this year?
Yeah, so me and him were at BC yesterday, and it's funny. I didn't know he was another Alabama guy. So from Auburn, Alabama. So we bonded over that pretty quickly, and then I think I basically just kind of told him the same thing I kind of told Slayton when Slate got here is, just enjoy it, be yourself, and hey, they picked you for a reason. They believe in you and they trust you and they think you're ready to be a big leaguer if they took you. And so just believe that, trust that, and don't try and do anything different than who you are, because they trust you and believe who you are.
Any college football playoff thoughts?
Georgia, I love you guys, but man, y'all broke my heart this year. And Carson Beck, I'm really happy for you. I wish you could have done it in the Georgia uniform. I know you got 2 rings, but happy for Carson. Excited that hopefully he can win a national championship. But Indiana looks good, man. So I'm not gonna have any predictions, but I'll be watching and rooting. So it'll be fun.
The one story we had last year was Connor Wong helping Aroldis Chapman aim his fastball. Do you have any cool Connor Wong stories?
Wong. Let's see. From baseball side, I think y'all please check me because y'all would absolutely know, but I think my favorite thing about Wong is, didn't he make his debut as a pitch runner? Or it was the extra innings runner?
Yeah.
Right?
I'll look it up.
At the Trop, right? So that was a fun one. We kind of reminisce on that. Everyone has debut stories and everything. Connor's just I went to second base. And so, Connor always kind of has fun with that. So I want to make sure that I'm correct in that statement. But, I believe that's what happened. So that's a fun one.
11th inning.
11th inning. There you go.
Run.
Very athletic.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, dude, he's got wheels.
He's the fastest man alive.